Hi there, welcome to this presentation on the Java 9 module system. In this presentation, we'll have a look at the Jdeps tool. So if you recall from the previous presentation, we had a simple class that simply printed out a timestamp. And we saw that when we made this a module, we had to depend on the Java SQL module. So if you recall our structure here, we had a source, a com.demo directory, with our module info and our com.demo main.java file. And we saw when we tried to compile this to a module, it gave us a nice error message telling us exactly what was wrong. Now if you have a rather big file here, or many files, and you try to compile them, you'll get a lot of error messages and won't be able to make lots of sense out of it. So let's rebuild our file or example here into a regular jar using the class path and see how we can use the Jdeps tool to analyze dependencies. So I'm going to go ahead here and say javac-d classes and compile the main file here. Then let's create a quick jar out of it. So let's call it app.jar and get the contents from the classes directory. There you go. Let's run it just to make sure all is good. com.demo.main. Alright, there you go. So this is a regular jar file pre-Java 9. So here we can use the Jdeps tool and I can say give me a summary of the app jar. And here it tells me your app.jar depends on java.base, and we know that all modules depend on java.base, and here it says it also depends on java.sql. Now even though this is not a module, since there's no module.info in the jar, if we take a quick peek, it becomes something called an unnamed module, but we'll take a look at that later. So now you see, alright, I have my dependencies, but what if I were to have many, right? This could be a big jar. So luckily Jdeps has another tool that can generate an output and create a module info file for us. So let's take a look at that. I can say jdeps --generate -module -info to the current directory and use the app.jar. There you go. So here we can see it created an app directory and in there a module info.java. And if we have a look here, the module info.java, as we know, you don't have to explicitly say requires java.base. We have here a requires java.sql, as we would have otherwise needed to manually write. And here it says exports com.demo. We don't need this, but we'll cover this in later presentations. So that's all I have for this presentation. In this one, we had a brief overview of the Jdeps tool. Thanks for watching. Bye.